Hey guys, I'm Ariana if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe down below before you leave. And you can go ahead and hit the post notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of beauty related content such as beauty tutorials, makeup trends, and all that good stuff. If you like me, if you vibe with me, hit that subscribe button, you know, help a girl out, like the video. Anyway, today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new Fenty Beauty Eaze Skin Tint foundation tinted moisturizer thing. So I got this exactly like 4 minutes after it dropped. I ordered it online from Sephora and I got it today, so this might be a little bit late. Like, it dropped on Friday. Today I'm filming this on Tuesday. I got it today and I wanted to try it out. So I was really excited to get this because the beauty trend and the way people are doing makeup right now is very, very minimal, very dewy, and very just natural. So I felt like this was perfect. I have been very much into tinted moisturizers and just like really lightweight, light coverage, but still kind of some type of coverage, dewy, glowy skin. When I saw that they were dropping this, I was made aware that they were dropping this a couple days before the launch, as they pretty much do. They just like blow up their profile on Instagram and just let it be known that they're dropping something. And this was just like the perfect timing, the perfect, like, they always seem to drop the perfect thing when the weather is getting better. Last year they dropped the Cheeks Out cream blush and bronzer, and that was just genius. I love to use that when I'm going for a dewy, glowy, fresh skin type of look, and I feel like that would go really, really well with this. So I have not tried this out yet, and I'm going to do so in a few moments. But I got the shade 13. So Eaze is very interesting because the shade that you match with their Pro Filter foundation is a range, and it covers one number of the Eaze. So I'm like a 340 or a 320 in the Pro Filter foundation, and that whole spectrum of that little 320, 340, maybe 310, that all the people that are able to use that foundation, those numbers, can use this one number 13, which is interesting, but it makes a lot of sense because this is supposed to be a tinted moisturizer, a skin tint, buildable coverage, and it's supposed to be really sheer, so it will match multiple skin types, skin tones. So I got this shade. It looks pretty promising to me. The only thing that I am worried about when I try out foundations is that it might be a little bit too light for me. If it's too dark for me, I don't mind because I can fix that, but if it's too light, it is a problem. So the bottle to my face looks a little bit too light for me, but we're gonna see. I have faith in this because, like I said, there is a huge range. There's a good range of shades, foundation shades, that are covered by this one shade. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I did not prep my skin at all. I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize a little bit and also use some primer. And for primer, I'm going in with the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. So I actually just got this today. I got a whole bunch of stuff from Sephora, including this Eaze Tinted Moisturizer, so I wanted to try this out. The tinted moisturizer does have some water in it. I'm not sure if it has silicone properties in it that will also adhere to this, but I feel like this will work with anything. So I wanted to try this out, so I'm gonna do that. Hopefully it does work well with this tinted moisturizer. And this primer is supposed to have a blurring effect on the skin as well. Okay, so I just finished priming my whole entire face and it feels pretty good, pretty prepped for a makeup application, so I am excited. We're gonna go in with the new Fenty Beauty Eaze Skin Tint in the shade 13. So this is what it looks like. I actually kind of thought it was a little bit smaller than what I was hoping for or what I was thinking. This is the box, right? The box is kind of small. Like, I was a little surprised, I don't know, but I was just not expecting it to be this small. But this is 32 milliliters, 1.8 fluid ounces. I don't think there is a travel size or a mini size of this, but this is what it looks like. It has like a squeeze tube type thing, applicator at the top, and then the packaging is like this silicone kind of plastic rubbery feel to it, so you squeeze it. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit onto my hand. It actually said to shake it before you squeeze it out, so I'm gonna do that. This makes me feel like it is pretty liquidy and a little bit less thick. When I think of a tinted moisturizer, I don't really think of like a really liquidy consistency, but it is kind of runny. So I'm going to take my concealer brush, which is what I use to apply my foundation with, onto my skin, and I'm just going to lightly put a couple dots on my face in different areas and see what happens. So I'm basically applying this as I would any normal foundation, and right off the bat it is definitely very, like I said, liquidy, which makes it a very sheer coverage. As for the color, I think I can make this work. I'm gonna go in with a brush to blend this out with. So I'm gonna take my Alamar Cosmetics foundation brush and get my bangs out the way, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it into my face. Okay, so this is actually really giving me the same vibe and feel that I get when I use the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez line. Her foundation, which is super liquidy, very light touch foundation, and it applies just like this, it blends out just like this, and it looks just like this on my skin. So the fact that it is so liquidy, it just like leaves this really sheer tint over my face and over my skin. Like I can definitely see some spots that happen on my skin regularly, and I can see some hyperpigmentation on my face that is always there. So the coverage is definitely very light, but when I look at my face from a distance, the side of my face that I blended it out, it does look even, which is what the point of the Eaze Drops tinted skin moisturizer. I keep calling it a tinted skin moisturizer, but it's a blurring skin tint. Okay, that is the point of that is what they claim to do. So we're good over here. I'm gonna go ahead and blend the rest of my face out. It's blending out really well, but I don't expect anything less from like this much of a liquid consistency type of blurring skin tint foundation situation. My brush is just shedding so much and I can't deal with you. Okay, so this is what my face looks like with the whole entire thing blended out. Like I said, I still see all the imperfections on my face, but overall my face does look even, like the skin tone is even, and that is exactly what they're claiming to do with this product. So I feel like I also recall them saying that if you want to add more coverage, it is buildable. So I think I am going to add one more layer just to see what it would look like. But for me, if I wanted like a really nice, really natural looking, even out skin tone that would just look like skin for me, this would be perfectly fine. I probably would throw on some concealer and just kind of color correct under my eyes and feel a little bit more fresh and awake. That's the only thing that I don't really like about my face, is when under my eyes are really dark. If I am going for an even out skin tone, I will directly, that is one of my concerns under my eyes. But for the rest of my face, I don't really care if you can see any dark spots or acne scars or marks or anything. So I would be happy with this if I just needed that type of look or that type of evening out. But I am going to go in one more time with this to see how much coverage we can get out of a second layer. So I'm going to shake it up like it says to do so, and I will apply another layer. Also, my camera is dying, so if you miss anything, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and apply this like I usually do in some streaks. As for the color match, I am pretty happy with it. I completely trusted their judgment, and I just followed the chart as to where I said my foundation shade in Pro Filter was 320, and they recommended to get number 13 in the Eaze Drop. So I did that, and I'm not mad at it. So this is me adding one more layer of coverage of the Eaze Drop just to see what would happen. Okay, so I just finished blending out the second layer of the Eaze drop on my face, and I do see just like a smallest amount of difference in the coverage. My skin still looks the same, like I still see all of the texture that is on my skin, I still kind of do see the dark spots and stuff, but my skin does look a little bit more like fresh and made. It does look pretty healthy and even though, so I'm happy about that. But the reason that I bought this foundation, to be honest, is just to get like a really nice, even, natural looking skin tone. So I wouldn't even go in with building the coverage on this, because the purpose that I got this for was to just have a really light coverage. It also is feeling a little bit oily and just like the smallest amount of greasy, just because it is really, really liquidy. And like I said, if you have tried out the Rare Beauty foundation, it feels exactly the same, because that foundation is also very, very liquidy and like a small tad bit oily as well. So this is very interesting. It blends out really, really well though. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some concealer and just do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I just finished doing the rest of my face. I put on powder under my eyes, concealer, I put on bronzer, and cream blush, and I also just kind of shaped my brows, and this is what we have going on. So honestly, I really like this like fresh faced look. This is what I do when I just go out to hang out with like my family, or if I'm just going out somewhere kind of, you know, random or in the daytime. This is the face that I like to wear when I'm not doing anything crazy, and I just like want the main focus of my makeup to be my skin. So I really like this, and when I was applying all the other products on my face, such as the concealer, the powder, the cream products, I didn't have any problems blending it out onto this Eaze Drop Skin Tint, so I do not have any issues with this at all. And the coverage for this is pretty good. Like, this is more coverage than I anticipated to be wearing with this. I got this, like I said, a bunch of times purposefully just to even out my skin tone when I want a natural looking base and natural looking foundation to my face. This is more coverage than I would even wear to just going out in the daytime or just doing errands or anything like that. So like I said, I did put on 2 layers of this on my face, as well as concealer and powder only under my eyes and in this area, and then also cream bronzer, cream blush. I didn't put on any highlight, just on my nose, and this is what my face looks like with the on top products, the extra products on my face. So I really like it. It is not as natural as, like I said, as what I would go for when I would go for this, because I did add a little bit more coverage with the concealer and the powder, but for this being a buildable coverage and just a skin tint, it looks really good. Like, I feel like I feel like it doesn't look as natural as I wanted it to, just because I did add all those things, but it does have the capability to look very, very natural and just like skin. Like I said, you could see some of like my dark spots and my texturized areas on my face with just 1 layer of this on without any concealer or anything. But if I were just to wear this with 1 layer and I did want more of a natural look, I would probably just put on some concealer, like the smallest amount of concealer under my eyes just to color correct under there, and then maybe just some like cream blush and call it a day. So this is me looking pretty fresh, ready to go. Like, I would transition this face into a nighttime face by adding lashes and lipstick or something like that. So I feel like this is perfectly fine for a natural going out look and just going to like the grocery store. The shade match on this is pretty good, pretty spot on. I am happy with this. I look like, I don't know if you think that I look pretty natural, but I feel like my face does look like it does have some coverage on it. But the shade match is very, I'm happy with it for sure. Like, it matches me perfectly. I like it a lot. Like I said, I did use 2 layers of it, but it is very easy to build, or I feel like the range of shades that one number can go to is very expandable. It's it's like you can do a lot with one shade. So I got number 13. Like I said, I'm like number 320 in the Pro Filter from Fenty, so I'm happy with this. I like it a lot. It looks really glowy and nice and natural and just like healthy skin, especially because I put on some cream bronzer and blush. I did not powder this area or set this area at all, and this is the shine that we are getting with the cream blush and bronzer on top of the Eaze drop with no setting. So I like the healthy looking skin tint we have going on here. So that is how I feel about this foundation. I did not get a chance to do a wear test, but this is my first impression in what I feel like and how I feel about this Eaze Drop Skin Tint. I am very happy that I got this. I like it a lot. It really does remind me of the Rare Beauty foundation because it's like the same consistency. I have to shake both of them before I use them. The liquid consistency is so similar, and also what Selena Gomez was going for with this foundation was that she wanted it to be buildable coverage. She wanted it to be something that you can grab if you are just getting ready to go out the door, just to even up your skin tone, something really easy to blend and buildable coverage, and just something for those who don't really do makeup like that, or for a natural type of look that will even out your skin tone. So I'm getting the same vibes from both of these. A very light coverage but still buildable, very easy to blend, and it just goes into your skin making it look really nice and healthy. So these are pretty similar in my mind. So if you have this, you might not really need this, but I have been really into skin tints lately just because I have been wearing less and less makeup. So I really wanted to try this out, but I'm definitely very happy with this. That is all that I have to say about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions for me, please let me know down below. If you have any other video suggestions or any other products you would like for me to try out and give my opinion on, let me know down in the comments below. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave and give this video a big thumbs up as well. It really does help me out. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!